Ladies and gentlemen, boys and the girls, welcome to an exciting unboxing. If you have followed the main show or if you are in the Patreon chat, you know that I've been getting into D&D pretty significantly. And I made a purchase. I'd seen this company, Dungeon in a Box, um, on Instagram. I'd seen some of their ads, and I subscribed to their Wondrous One Shot campaign. It's a monthly sort of loosely tied together campaign by which you have a full adventure in a box. Now, um, off the rip, I am generally happy with the subscription that I paid for. I had subscribed towards the end of the previous month, and so it took about 3 weeks for this to ship out. I will say, though, I'm a little tiniest bit disappointed. I had purchased some additional modules in a separate transaction, and I was never informed of this, but I kind of understood it after 2 weeks of them not shipping the items that they were going to ship everything together. Now, once they shipped everything, another issue that I had was it was sort of the thing where they mark it as shipped, but it wasn't actually shipped, and that took about a week to actually finally ship. As such, I feel like this package took so incredibly long to get here. And I think so far that's my only complaint with the company itself. Their customer service has been really good. On the Discord, emails, they're kind of hard to reach, but at any rate, let's see what this is. I did open this just the top layer to pull out the packing tab, but this is what it comes like. So you get a nice little box. There's their wondrousoneshots.com. This is part of Dungeon in a Box. This was wrapped in very thin plastic, and this wasn't sealed, this top flap here, but fortunately nothing exploded out. But at any rate, I know that sounds like a lot of complaints. I promise I'm not going to complain that much about this, but I did just want to preface that with this. So I did order, I mentioned a few modules, so these are some of the ingredient cards for one of the modules. Printed on real nice card, which is really nice. These are really cool. I thought a fun little. So I'm playing D&D with my wife and daughter, and like the adventures that I find really interesting, I think are obviously going to be much different than the adventures that they find interesting. And there was one that was sort of like, and this isn't meant to like be demeaning at all, but there's one that's meant to be like a cooking challenge. And my wife and daughter, they really enjoy making food, and obviously we all like I cook as well. And so rather than like a dungeon crawl one shot or like a fighting a monster, I thought it was kind of a fun little different game than I would normally play. So I think those are the accessories for one of the other one shots. Now we do have this one, Frog Days of Summer. Now you can download all of their previous one shots, but if you want them physically, you can purchase them as well. The downloads are free, so that's really cool. And now that we're playing on a television, I don't know that I will buy a lot of these, but I did want to at least buy a few. The card quality on this is excellent. These feel like really nice, sturdy poster board. In fact, these feel much better than like the printouts that I had been doing, the poster printouts like at Walmart and Walgreens. But you can see the map here, or at least half of the map, and the printouts are gridded, which is really nice. I imagine this is a double side. Yep, so it's a double-sided map. So there's the map on the other side. Very impressed with the quality of the printing on this. I was not sure what to expect. You do also get a booklet. Now this booklet is sort of like the Dungeon Master's guide, I guess, for how to run the encounter, which I think is really cool. So this is super cool. In fact, I may even just not even play on the TV. There is additional books, so you get a difficulty adjustment guide and sort of a lore guide, and those I don't have physically. I thought they would be sent physically, but I think you just get the main adventure physically, which is fine, but they are available to download. And then looking at the quality here of the minis, these are what are called skinny minis is what they call them, but they're basically like the two-dimensional miniatures, which looks pretty cool. I need to read the booklet to see how these are meant to be assembled, but this big guy here I think is sort of the deluxe mini for this set, which is pretty cool. We do also get the turtle and the frog mini, which is really cool. That's actually really cool. Although I had retconned this to be a turtle and a lizard, so I'm wondering if I should keep that or use these. These are really nice. And then for the adventure itself, we do have the actual sort of smaller bad guys, which is really cool. Yeah, I don't know. I have to think about that. At any rate, these are really cool, and they scale really well, supposedly, with normal minis. And it's really nice. They have the printed names next to them, which is really cool. And the quality of this reminds me of the ones that you would get from Wizards, so quality is really nice. Now, one thing I don't see is the bases to mount these on, so I hope that they're in the box. But we have the cooking challenge, Flames of Fiery Grove. Let me see if I can pull this out just a little bit more. There we go. Now this, again, it just seemed like an interesting, something different than what I would normally play in D&D. This one also does include a double-sided map, which is really cool. And the minis for this one are here, which is really cool. You get a giant Queen Korga, sort of Uzaru miniature. And then these are, I believe, some of the ingredients and some of the monsters that you can fight. So there is fighting in this episode, but it's really cool. And then we also get, this is so cool, you get these recipe cards, which is really cool. And there's like sleight of hand checks for cooking, which, I don't know, it just seems really cool. It just seemed different, so I like this a lot. Now only one of these is one-sided, which is interesting. But you get easy, medium, and hard difficulty dishes that you can make. Dread Harvest was, I think, one of the more spooky ones, but I thought it sounded fun. This is more, I think, like an adventure that I would play, typically. And with this one, you do get some spooky ghouls and a little wizard dude. So that's really cool. We do also get, with this one, so with each of the adventures, they kind of give you like a deluxe miniature. So with this one, this is one of the battle maps, and it's a ruined farmhouse, and this mini looks really cool too. So I may actually play physically with some of these. And this is real heavy right here, so this is super cool. You get little stairs and a base plate. And I'm seeing some bases, so that's fantastic. I was kind of getting worried. But these are some of the bases. So I hope that there's more, but these are supposedly pretty easy to assemble, so you can swap out your skinny minis. Now this is the current one-shot that they're doing. It is Revenge of the Spider Queen, so this is like a lot of spider stuff, which is pretty cool. And again, this is... What's really neat is these are double-sided minis, so on the front is sort of the front of the character, and on the back is the back of the character, which I wonder if that's the same for all of them. So these are just reversed. Let's see. Yep, so these are the back sides of the characters, which is really cool. I didn't think that they were built like that, but that's really cool. And then we have the Revenge of the Spider Queen module, and I'm seeing a lot of bases there, so that's great. So this is cool. And these are many bases. Love to see that. So there's your, for like the giant Uzaru, and you do get an assortment of these. And I think you can buy these separately, I think, if you want more. I wasn't sure if they included them with the kits. And then as part of the promotion they had, you could get a free Storm Giant, I think this is what it is. And I believe the promotion also gave you these for free. I'm not sure if you normally get these for free, like all the bases. But overall, very happy with this. I am super excited to run Frog Days of Summer. I'm very happy with this. The shipping took a little long, but I think I can forgive that with how much value there was in this first box. And I think some of the one shots, all the one shots that I bought, like the cooking one and the frog one, they were all like 50 to 70% off. So I'm not sure if they just always do that, those sales, but I found that it was very reasonably priced. But yeah, I'm super excited. I can't wait to play it. I may have to take some photos, post them on Instagram. But Dungeon Unbox, definitely recommended. If you can deal with the shipping times, I think they're very reasonably priced, and the adventures seem super fun. So thanks, guys. They also have a really good Discord community with other dungeon masters that have ran these adventures. That has been quite helpful for me as a new DM. But yeah, love you guys, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing.